Hi, and welcome to the basics of graphic design. We'll talk about layout design, then color, then typography, images, my logo, and finally some inspirational designs. Let's start with layout and composition. They are the foundation of design. They give you work structure and make it easier to navigate, from the margins on the sides to the content in between. What a mess. What a horrible design. We have to do something with this. The key to master design is to think like a designer. But don't worry, it's not that hard. So, we're going to start with some rules, and they're going to start appearing on the sides. Pay attention. First things first, let's start with proximity. Proximity is the visual space that shows relation between your content. Make sure related items are grouped together, like these blocks of text and these elements of graphic. Elements which are not related should be separate, to emphasize the lack of relation. Let's move now to white space. White space doesn't mean just white. It means negative space. It's just a spot in your design in which there's no content, for example, in between boxes or paragraphs. It also gives the user space to breathe through the design. So whenever you feel like it's too much, just leave some white space. Alignment is something that you use every day, even if you don't realize it. You use it in documents, you use it in everything. So let's move these things here, and there we have it, aligned. Let's move now to contrast. Contrast just means that one item is different than another one. It's used to catch the reader's eye, create emphasis, and call attention to something important. To make contrast, you can use color, a different shape, or make elements bigger. Finally, repetition. Repetition is a reminder that every project should have a consistency looking field. You see this header type? You should use it all the time. If you have a color palette, use it all the time. Whenever the viewer knows what to expect, they can relax and focus on the content. Let's go now to color. Color plays a vital role in design and in everyday life. It can draw your eyes to an image, evoke certain mood or emotion, and even express something without words. But the question is, how do we use these colors in our favor? The answer is really simple. Use color theory. Do you remember in primary school when you were using primary and secondary colors? Then the only thing to do is combine them, and then you get the color wheel. But how do we use color theory? We just have to know three terms. The first one is hue. Hue is basically just another word for color. Then saturation refers to intensity. It goes from subtle to more vibrant. And value is basically how dark or light your color is, from white to black. Images are the hook that drives viewers in. They make the user stay longer. Using high-quality images for all of your projects, it's mandatory. Having bad quality pictures, like these ones, will give the user the wrong impression, and you'll lose clients. It's recommended to use images which are not very general or very literal. For example, this one that says teamwork or business plan. Instead, use images that are related to your topic but don't say it right away. Typography is the style or appearance of text, or the art of working with text. Typography is everywhere. In a book, in a cereal box, in a poster, in screens, in iPhones, everywhere. In order to use typography correctly, we should know some common types of fonts. For example, serif. Serif is a font that has little shakes attached to the main part of the letter. Because of their classical look, they are better for traditional projects. Sans serif is another type of font that literally means no serif in French. They are considered more clean and modern fonts. They tend to be easier to read in screen and smartphones, and they are the ones that we use the most. Display fonts come in many different styles, for example script, black letter, and many more. They are fancy, and because of their decorative nature, they are used in small amount of text, so please don't use them for anything else. All in all, fonts have their own language, beyond the words written in text. This is my logo, I hope you like it! To conclude, I want to show you three designs that I really like. I hope you like them, and bye-bye!
Created using Powtoon.